Yeah, it really felt like Kendall threw better than what he got. He made the one poor pitch there that left the ball parked from Snyder as a changeup. He didn't have as much power sink as he normally did. Whenever you see a lot of foul balls that are getting in the air, a lot of fly ball outs, that's just not who Kendall is. But certainly pitched well enough to have a chance to win this ball game. But we just didn't defend it as well as we should have behind him. And the great thing about Kendall and our pitching staff, even though we didn't defend as well as we should have, he just kept on coming back and making pretty good pitches. And he only walked to one guy, and so there's about 5 plays that we did not make, and you're not going to win any on any day in our league when you make the 4 or 5 blunders defensively that we made.
Were you surprised by those? Frost on the force there. I mean, just what was going through his head? You got a chance to talk to him at all?
He's playing deep to start with, and he probably doesn't know that the runner just stopped running. He's probably thinking as deep as he was, it might have been bang bang, but peripherally he didn't see the guy. That's one of my assumptions. I hadn't talked to him yet, and he's got all day to make that throw too, and he's made that 1,000 times. It's just one of those things where we just didn't execute some little things, and third base overall seemed to be our bugaboo today because we had an opportunity on a throw from Brett Browning just to block it, and Darryl went down to all fours and to block that ball, and I still don't see how it got by him, but it did. We got the thing that started the whole thing is after the double. Darryl looks the guy back just like he should. Really doesn't get his feet moving toward first base like he normally would, and throws up his arm side, on the first base side of the bag, and that really got him going because that's an out. That's just an easy out. So, we gave him a lot of runs today, and you just can't do that defensively in this league.
You're surprised by those errors, and is that why Darryl came out after the second?
Well, I felt like Darryl was having a tough day. I knew they were going to go right-hand slider. Wanted to get a left-handed bat in, and if I knew I was going to get a left-handed bat anyway, Sammy's got a little bit more range, obviously, and I wanted for 2 reasons there. So, Darryl Norris is certainly a guy who's going to be there for us and make some great plays defensively. He's going to swing the bat for us. He's had one of those days, and everybody has those days.
Talk about the outfield communication. CT leaves the baseball game because of it. It just seemed like there was confusion with him and Renfro out left too.
Yeah, anytime there's a ball like that that's in between two guys, you don't call the ball. Most fans think you call it the minute the ball goes up, but you don't call it till you know you can have it. So because it's kind of placed right in between them, they're both running full speed. And you see this happen in practice just on occasion. In fact, I remember when I was playing for Coach Paul, he said it perfectly. If everybody's running full speed for a ball, there's an occasion where it's unavoidable because you can't call for the ball unless you know you're going to make the play, and that's exactly what happened. Well, the guys running full speed, they get about, 15 feet away from each other, then they both call the ball at exactly the same time. And there's a collision. That happens all the time. It doesn't happen all the time. It's got to be placed the right way, and it's got to be a certain timing of it. But, those are two. Brent's certainly a veteran guy, and it's just unfortunate that the ball was just kind of thrown in that spot at that time.
Bradford's status?
Yeah, it's just a shoulder. I haven't been back to the training room yet, but we're hopeful that it's not as bad as it sounds. But for some reason this year, it's always been worse than it sounds. So hopefully, the diving play he makes in the middle of the field there was a huge play in the game earlier.
You got Route in there late, a left-hander to look at him, just a little different look.
Yeah, I think with as many left-handers they have in their lineup, I think we wanted to see how a left-hander would do against them. Is it going to be Paul Urena or is it going to be Evan? We don't know yet. We'll talk about it. But six left-handers in their lineup, it might make sense. And of course, Paul's been throwing the ball well, and that's not a reflection on Evan at all because he's been throwing it well too. But it just might be a matchup situation.
Is Bracewell able to go tomorrow?
Don't know. Don't know if Bracewell will be able to go. We'll have to wait and see on that also.
Does it just seem like one of those days where things just compound on each other?
Oh,
Injuries,
sure.
errors.
Yeah, of course. And everybody in our league lost today, probably say the same thing. I don't know if they make 3 errors. They're going to make 3 errors or not, but sure. This is just how it works. The way we have to play this game, we've done it last 5 games very well. You've got to defend it on the infield, especially when Kendall's pitching, and you just can't make mistakes. And we made a couple of mental errors and made 2 horrendous physical errors. Even the ball that gets in the 4-hole there, just misses Wes's glove. I mean, if he just knocks that down and we get it out there, he's made that play a lot this year, but it didn't happen today. And, we got to do those things tomorrow.